What is going on, everybody? Rhymestyle here, and today I want to take a minute to talk about BOZ as a game. Now, the reason why I decided to do this video is because over the past couple months I've been seeing a lot of negative comments about the game, but most of this is coming from people who haven't even really played it. At least from the negative comments I've seen, I'd say easily most of them had something to do with someone not liking something that's in BOZ, therefore they won't even give the game a chance. For example, when they announced the transformations were taken out of the game, I've seen so many people automatically say that they weren't buying the game just because of that. So the reason why I decided to make this video is because I wanted to highlight how much fun BOZ actually is. And also I want to explain to you why the BOZ franchise is going to end up being the best in the entire series. Yes, it's going to be even better than Tenkaichi 3, I say that with confidence. And yes, I know it's a very bold statement to make, but hear me out. First, I will tell you why BOZ is so much more fun than other Dragon Ball Z games, and afterwards, I will tell you why the BOZ franchise is going to eventually become the best one in the entire series. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So what BOZ pulls off so well is the incredibly addicting multiplayer mode. The new battle system is actually quite refreshing and requires you to play much more differently than the previous games in the past. Instead of your traditional fighting games and previous DBZ games in the past, instead of fighting someone 1v1, this time around you have to be way more strategic because there's other players on the field. And because of that, you never know what to expect. Every single battle you jump into, it's very unpredictable, it's very spontaneous, and you don't know the outcome. I mean, you can be the best BOZ player on the planet, but the second you get attacked by 3 guys on the other team, you'll easily get defeated. So you have to be very, very strategic with every single move you make. And this is exactly one of the reasons why I like the game so much. You have to think about every single move you make. You can't just jump into a fight head on thinking you'll come out the victor every single time. And speaking of strategy, something that BOZ does different compared to other Dragon Ball Z games in the past is to introduce new ways to fight with different fight types. It's actually funny, one of the biggest complaints about BOZ is how small the character roster is, but in reality, technically it's bigger. And the reason why I say that is because every character plays differently, therefore you actually want to explore what it's like to play as everybody. Previously in Dragon Ball Z games, we always rotated between the same 5 to 10 characters. I mean, how often did you play as Guldo in Raging Blast 2 or in Tenkaichi 3? Probably never. But Guldo is actually kind of fun to play with in this game because of the abilities that he has. The point I'm trying to make here is, even though we have less characters, we technically have more because each character is uniquely crafted to the way they fight. Now, I know you can make an argument and say some attacks are somewhat similar. For example, Goku's Kaioken is exactly the same attack as Super Saiyan Goku's Meteor Smash, where you charge up, fly into an opponent, and attack. However, because of how every single character fights differently, nothing really feels recycled here. And honestly, this has been the first time in Dragon Ball Z game history where I've actually wanted to try out other characters. Previously, as I said before, I would always play the same 5 or 10, but this time, it's actually fun to explore other people and see what everybody else does and how everybody else fights. Trust me when I say this, don't judge a book by its cover. Even though it seems like they cut down on the roster and they took away the transformations and basically took Dragon Ball Z games backwards, they actually took it forwards, and in fact, that takes me on to my next point. They built a great skeleton for what's going to be an awesome franchise over the next couple of years. I mean, think about it. Let's go back in the past for a second. Remember Tenkaichi 1? Tenkaichi 1 was an awful game. There was nothing fun about it. I remember I picked it up and I was extremely upset. I didn't like it at all. But Tenkaichi 1 turned into Tenkaichi 2, and that turned into Tenkaichi 3. So over the next couple years after the game was made, they made so many improvements on it and made it into an amazingly good Dragon Ball Z game. And that's exactly what's going to happen in Battle Z. Now don't get me wrong, Battle Z is not the perfect game. There's a lot that's wrong with it. There's a lot that could be better, but you know what? It's a great foundation. What they gave us right now is exactly what they were going for, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm only looking forward to what's going to happen next in Battle Z 2 and then Battle Z 3. Now again, the whole purpose of this video is to basically tell you how awesome Battle Z is and why you should play it, and why you should not avoid it because you think, because of XYZ happening, it's not going to be a great game. Trust me, it's a lot of fun, and as soon as you get into the battle room with a bunch of people, you're going to have a blast, I promise. And just as a bonus, once you unlock the Battle of Gods characters, it becomes so much fun online. I mean, there's nothing more satisfying than entering a battle royale with 8 people and playing a Super Saiyan God Goku or Lord Beerus and just absolutely dominating. I mean, obviously you have to be, you have to know how to use the characters. You can't just jump in and automatically assume that you're going to win. But if you know how to use them and enter a battle royale with Super Saiyan God Goku or Lord Beerus and dominate, it's so satisfying. So that wraps up everything I want to say in this video, but before I end it, I am going to say go download the demo if you haven't yet. It's available on Xbox Live and PSN on both PS3 and PS Vita. It's a lot of fun. Don't judge it completely on the demo because the demo is highly limited to what it offers. I think it only has like 4 characters, and the missions are very, very easy, which, by the way, don't judge the difficulty of the game based on the demo because the missions in the full game are extremely difficult. Once you get past the Saiyan Saga and enter the Frieza Saga, the difficulty increases by a lot. The battle against Nappa is extremely easy and does the game no justice in terms of how difficult it is. Once you get to Perfect Cell, you'll want to break everything around you. But that's a good thing because the game is very, very challenging and it'll keep you coming back for more. So that's basically everything that I want to say about this game. But before I end this video, I want to know from you guys. If you got Battle Z, what do you think about it? Do you like the game? Are you satisfied? Are you not satisfied? Let me know in the comments below. As a matter of fact, let's do a poll again. If you got Battle Z and like it, hit the like button. If you got Battle Z and don't like it, hit the dislike button. I want to see where you guys stand. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to end the video right here. My name is Rhymestyle. You guys keep staying awesome, and I will see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z.